I've been doing too much toot. I've been doing too much toot.
Transition. How the fuck is everybody doing? Thank you, all of you, oh so much for joining, for jumping in. If we got any audio issues right now,
Thank you.
nope, not yet. Say something, guys. Introduce yourselves.
What's going on?
So,
Hey,
introduce yourself, Josh. Let's start with you, buddy.
Hey, I'm Jawsh from the bands Trashed Ambulance, Burning Nickels, Poltergeist, The Off Sailors, Josh and the Drowned Livers. Is there more?
Poltergeist?
Did I say Poltergeist?
I don't know. Aren't you? Okay, who's in? Because I got a couple on my rolling ticker here, and I think that was all of them.
Okay. And then High End Denim Records helped create it with this guy.
He actually on the stream he is beside you to your right.
Oh, this guy.
That's me.
Guy.
Yeah, there you go.
It's so confusing.
That's why I got the stream going as well as what's going on, so I can kind of monitor technical difficulties as well. Thank you guys so fucking much for doing this with me. I appreciate it. So Josh, we started with you introducing yourself. Those are the bands you're in. What else do you do, Josh?
Oh, frick, you name it. Well, yeah, like I said, me and this guy started High End Denim Records. Don't remember when, a couple years ago, I think. Then we kind of sat on it for like 8 months, and then we're like, let's do this. Start hammering the music out. So we started doing that. Used to run a podcast called Punk Normal Podcast. I still do some writing for them. About over a year ago, me and my friends here in Red Deer, we started a zine, like a physical zine called Brutal Reality Digest. So we do that. There's a podcast, a website. So
Wait,
if you haven't heard of that,
you guys
check
do
it out.
BRD?
Yeah, I'm involved with that.
No way!
Yeah.
I fucking
So,
follow Brutal Reality Digest. That's fucking killer.
Nice. Yeah.
We got
I get around.
cross promo.
And then, I was going to say that actually, but we can get to that. And then I also just recently, because I have so much free time, I agreed to host a new Canadian punk rock show. It's going to be on Pop Can Radio. It's going to air every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be sharing tons of news about that. So all the Canadian punk rockers that are listening to this, send me your shit and let's get it on the air.
If you ever want to co-host, let me know.
We could do it.
That's fucking sick, man. Right on.
Yeah, so I keep busy.
Hell yeah, buddy. You're like, you got to enrich. You got to enrich the fucking scene, man. Like, that's what it's all about. Not just fucking doing shit for yourself, you know? You got to kind of...
Oh, it's all for me. Every bit of it.
I bet.
It's all for my own ego.
All the exposure bucks you can fucking pocket, right?
Yeah. It's insane how much exposure we've got so far.
Like exposing yourself legitimately.
That's what I thought this was all about. How we're going to start exposing ourselves. It's the only reason I agreed to do it.
I mean, you can. If you wanted.
How do you know?
Remember,
I can't see below my waist.
Before we were talking about the ultimate nakedness. And that would be like Ozone shaving his fucking beard on stream. Getting fucking...
Yeah. Make money.
Getting naked.
Don't do it.
So, enough fucking around. Back to the serious shit. Ozone, you introduce yourself. What do you got going on, my friend?
Well, Ozone, basically the same as Jawsh, less the off-sailers.
Current
not
state.
nearly. What? And my own little side projects on the label as well, but keep forgetting those ever happen.
Yeah, the funny thing about side projects is they usually happen after a certain quantity of substance or substances are, like, consumed. Like, so when those substances wear off, the contract to the side project also wears off.
It happens, yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely bite off more than we can chew sometimes.
I have been known to start a million fucking bands after a handful of beers.
Yeah.
Nate, you haven't drank nearly enough to be starting a motherfucking traditional British heavy metal band. I'm gonna fucking one day. They're gonna call me Bruce Hickinson.
Well, if you need a label, we know a couple guys.
Hey, that's you guys.
Ready to branch out to the British heavy metal scene.
Wow, fuck yeah, man.
Punk rock's not paying the bills.
Well, look, you, Josh, you also sell craft beer.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that. I don't want to drag them into my fucking sewer of a life.
Shout out to Field
and Forge.
Yeah, shout out to Field and Forge. Shout out to Ozone's. How do you keep? Does that glass That was fuller than the last time you drank out of it.
Magic.
He's just got like 5 huge beer steins fucking sitting there.
Just got a keg straight to Josh's house. He just pours them in.
Okay, Josh. Which kind of beers does Field and Forge specialize in?
Oh, they got all kinds. We just launched a new one. What are they calling it? The Stone Fruit Lager. That's a pretty good one for the summer.
Ooh.
And then they did a Brewer Series IPA recently too, which kind of like one of those ones that's like 7.5% that'll put hair in your knuckles, warm you up on those cold spring evenings.
On those cold summer hot days.
Whatever the hell's going on with the weather, that IPA is the answer.
Hell yeah,
warm me up
man.
in Alberta summer.
Fight and go out protesting the fucking UCP fucking monetization of our fucking national parks. You're gonna take this beer with you.
Yeah.
Fucking right. Okay.
Golden Ale pairs nicely with Anarchy.
Yeah, so do I. Now, Mr. Josh, Mr. Ozone,
What's up?
how did High End Denim Records start?
You want to take this one?
Yeah, well, I mean, we both love wearing really expensive jeans, so it just seemed like the next best thing.
A no-brainer.
That's
We
yeah.
invested heavily in True Religion.
I
I don't know. I don't know where the name came from. I think Josh was in a band called that many moons ago.
I heard it on the radio, and I thought it was a funny,
phrase.
pairing of words. High end denim. I was like, I like that, and then didn't do anything with it for a long time, and then we were. I don't know. You tell the story. I interrupted you. That was rude.
Well, that's okay.
He tried to pawn it off on you. That's what happened.
It's going so well. And we had a whole bunch of old songs from another one of Josh's bands called Fridge or Freezer. So we said, you know what, why don't we kind of make a label, re-record all these songs since there was never any recordings of them, and put it out as the Bernie Nichols album Freezer Burn. And then we just kind of said, let's keep it for whatever side projects and see what happens. That was 2015. And then, like Josh said earlier, we sat in it for a couple years. And then I don't know what happened. Last, I guess COVID was just boom. Let's start putting out as much possible music as we can, and actually giving a go at the promo, and sending out all the promo for all the releases, making all the connections. Do a bunch of collabs with the artists and stuff too. And slowly but surely.
Fuck yeah, man! Networking is important.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Now just waiting for things to open up so we can actually, go to shows and
Sell
stuff.
fucking shit, right?
Yeah, the only problem is we've been getting all these people who are really good to sing and play on the song, so I don't know how we're going to play them live because I can't fucking sing them while we're playing. Figure that out.
So here's the trick. What you do is you get those people to be the bands now. And then you just cut out the middleman entirely. Right? The middleman being you.
Yeah, just off the bands. Yeah.
I just got to start ghostwriting.
Yeah, we start off the bands, make them really good, and then we quit and just let other people take them on, and then we keep all their money.
That's a great music video idea. You could do auditions for yourselves, and then shoot the
We're
music
looking to kick
video
this singer out.
with the actors you choose, right? All in a music video itself. Huh? How about that? Idea credit Nate fucking Trash. Fucking right, man. That would be I would fucking shoot that music video. First thing I would do though is learn how to shoot music videos.
That's not required.
Fuck yeah. I got a killer fucking S20 phone and a tripod, man. The tripod
I got a Motorola
makes it.
Razor.
The tripod makes it.
5 megabytes of data.
Right?
Remember?
Hey man, work with what you fucking got. Don't fucking sit around and whine.
Have you seen our videos? We're definitely working with what we got. They make sense, everyone. They make sense.
It better. Uh-oh, what happened? I think I'm just stoned, my friends.
I just dropped it off.
I've been stoned before, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. No.
Are we still live on the internet?
Yeah, from what I saw, we're still live. Yeah, we're still fucking banging away at her, you guys. Like, this is fucking working out good. We haven't been fucking banned from anything yet. My pages are still live. Pee-pee poo-poo butthole.
Finally, someone said it.
I'm here to fucking speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but said truth. All right? This is trash talk. This is truth talk with Nate Truth. You heard it first here. Rebrand. So, where's High End Denim Records located?
I guess the headquarters is probably my house because I have the music studio. Overserved Studios is what we call it.
Just drop your address, postal code, and everything in the chat. Social insurance
Send all
number.
Well, I mean, if you ever order anything from us, you'll have my home address because I mail it to everyone.
Nice.
Maybe we'll get a warehouse.
I'm just cracking shitty jokes. You know how it goes. How long ago?
How long ago did we start it?
Yeah.
started working on those songs quite a while ago. I think it was like 2019. We actually like put it on Bandcamp. Like we didn't put it on Spotify right away.
So did you start the label? You started the label as a remedy to fucking distribution, right? The same way most fucking punk rock labels start.
Yeah, like we did. I think we just needed a name because they're like, oh, you can. There's a spot for record labels, so we're like, oh, we had that name, so we're like, oh, let's do it. And then, then we decided to actually like start putting stuff up on Spotify and shit, and then we really kind of, we better make a Facebook and Instagram and all that, and now we've actually been hitting it pretty good and watching it grow. Seems like people care. I hope they care.
Who's your guys's, Josh, you first, who's your favorite band on the label?
For the risk of not sounding like an egomaniac, I'm going to say Robbie Marone because he's the only band that I'm not in. I guess I could say Current State.
Is it just Robbie Marone or is it the Marones?
It's just his side stuff.
So he doesn't think you guys are cool enough for the Marones?
I think he would, but maybe not the other guys.
Ooh. Fucking shade, eh?
He's actually joined Burning Nichols too, so you can hear him singing on some songs, and he's sung on a latest Trashed Ambulance song as well. I got him to sing a verse, so we like collabs. If you might be able to tell, we like cross promo collabs, being dudes with guys.
Good old guys just being some fucking dudes, right? Like, you know, can't go wrong.
Into this business.
Joey Hunter.
It sounds cliche, but honestly, it's like everything that we're working on like now, we're like super stoked on, you know?
Good.
And then you kind of get sick of it, but then you go back to it 6 months later and you're like, oh yeah, this song is pretty cool. So
let's go into
we're pretty stoked on what we've been doing lately, and we can't wait to keep doing it and keep writing more stuff and putting shit out.
So this latest release, Leapfrog, I was listening to that.
Trash Now.
I was listening to that. Okay, no, that's Trashed Ambulance. Is Trashed Ambulance on High End Denim Records too? Or isn't that band on a different record label?
Yeah, Trashed right now is on Thousand Islands.
Okay, let's get off of that then. What's the latest release that you've come off of from High End Denim?
So we released like a kind of a quartet of tunes in the last couple of weeks. So 2 of my acoustic songs that were old Chimp Change songs, which is how me and him met.
Shout out to Chimp Change.
Chimp Change. And then we dropped another Off Sailor song. It's been really tricky because the Off Sailors is different guys. So to get everybody together to actually finish the record that we have, it's like half done. We just can't do it because we can't have anybody over. So when there's a brief window of opportunity when restrictions are lifted a bit, Gabe comes over, belts out as many songs as he can, and then before we know it, it's like restrictions are back on, so we have to wait. But so we'll be releasing a few.
Right? Restrictions, man.
I know. And then the one that's most recent, the one that we're really hyping because we're in this band, is the Boltergeist. We launched that band. That's the first single, so it's been a while in the making. We finally got our butts together and rubbed them.
Oh, you should have stopped talking a little earlier there, bud. Now that we've
finally got our shit together and released some songs.
Your butts together and rubbed them.
Rubbed them good.
Boltergeist. Who's all in Boltergeist? Who else is all in Boltergeist? How many?
Take it, Ozone.
17 people.
Yeah, well, we like full orchestra, so at least 100, but...
Sweet.
All right.
Sweet.
Right now, I think it's just...
the Red Deer pops.
Foltergeist. It makes Boltergeist more Foltergeist.
Yeah. Yeah, Foltergeist. I like it. Maybe that'll be the first album name.
Yeah. Credit to Nate Jawsh.
So the singer is from the band Frank Dukes in Cambridge in Ontario. And then Josh and I. And then we have a couple people collabing on it again. So there's a solo on one of the tracks from Brandon on Bring on the Storm in Calgary. So, but yeah, officially right now it's just the 3 of us. So it's more of just a virtual band because Joel lives just north of Toronto. So as soon as he comes out and touring with other bands, maybe we'll throw a couple shows together around the prairies.
Oh,
Yeah,
the prairies.
I met Joel when my band Trashed Ambulance did a little tour out east, and we played with his band a couple nights, and he let us stay at his place and got along really well. And then we just kept in touch, and then I said, "Oh, we're just kind of." It was like you said, you throw out these ideas, we should make a band, and then he like didn't let it die. He just like, what about that band? What about? And then finally, I'm like, oh fuck, let's do the band. And I'm glad we did because we're pretty happy with it.
Fucking
Super
right.
fun.
What are the writing influences for Boltergeist? In case people haven't really checked it out yet, what does Boltergeist sound like?
So we were kind of like it's kind of more of a dark pop punk sound. So like
Ooh.
I hesitate to say emo because people hear emo and they think of like wimpy, whiny, crybaby stuff. But it's more like, what would you say, Ozone, like Alkaline Trio, kind of like Ignite, like darker but still melodic pop punk.
Jawbreaker?
Not that
really.
Not that
More-
poppy and whiny?
No, I would say Alkaline Trio would be a good comparison. Where
Okay.
all the drum
Or like
influences. in that,
AFI, like right before they went to
Pop.
make it,
Yeah.
Yeah, AFI
kind of like
went
Art
fucking...
of Drowning era.
Okay.
But then the song that we were gonna release next is like straight up skate punk song. So
Yeah.
That's my shit.
but we
right
do
there.
have a few that are more dark, almost like hot water music.
I like that. I like
We want to
that.
do something different, and Joel
Lawrence
brings his own
Arms.
flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lawrence Arms, some of their stuff definitely is good.
Um,
A little less screamy, like Joel actually sings. So
oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry.
I can't wait to be off this quarantine because the first thing I'm going to do is go for a very long skateboard ride. Like, very long skateboard ride. I fucking hate not being able to go skateboard. It's killing me. And I need good skate punk for that. For those long skateboard rides, man.
Hell yeah.
Pretty good for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, put on the high-end Denim discography and fucking shred the gnar.
So, what's your favorite part about writing fucking punk rock music and being in a punk band?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I always like being in a band. I've been in a band for the last 25 years, right? So I like songwriting. I like recording, even though I hate recording. I don't know. I just like getting as much music as possible out, and that's why being in a label is perfect, right? Like, you could write a terrible demo and just like, let's get it out there. Let's just release it. You never know what sticks. But no, obviously I like playing. I mean, it's been so long since I have that it seems like a pipe dream now, right? But yeah, I mean, even over the summer when restrictions lifted a little bit, Josh and I were able to play some acoustic shows. They're decently well attended. So, playing live is always fun, but then, you play a live show to two people. Sometimes that can be a downer after driving 8 hours and then playing for no one. But
Been there.
that's what I mean. It depends on the day,
Leave
right?
Beaverfest alone.
Yeah. I love playing live. I hate playing live. I love recording, but I hate recording. So it's
So you hate
all of it and none of it.
You hate loving it.
It's a blessing and a curse,
I think you should go see a therapist and get your fucking butts together so you can rub them.
Yeah, my favorite part is touching butts and just making the magic happen.
Getting a good rub, man. Are you drinking a Field and Forge right there, right now, or what?
No, I actually bought a random six-pack. Called Moon Underwater, Boys in the Yard,
Is it
Passion Fruit,
Boys in the Yard?
Milkshake IPA.
Woo.
Speaking of touching butts,
Oh, woo.
Woo was right.
Josh, same thing to you. What's your favorite part about all of this fucking schmoz that you do, man?
Lately, I gotta say, I've really been enjoying the collaboration because a lot of times when I've been in bands, I would just write a song from start to finish. Everybody kind of learns it, and that's that. But for some of these projects, I've been kind of like for instance, like Boltergeist. For 75% of the songs, I wrote like the skeleton of the song, guitar and everything, and then I handed it off to Joel. who wrote the melodies and the lyrics. So that was cool to do that. And then like normally I always write the music first and then write lyrics. That's just how I've always done it. With the Off Sailors, because buddy Gabe is the singer, he just started sending me, like, he would just write almost like poems. But I could see that there's a song there. So I had never done this before, but I took his words and just built a song out of them. And that's like what you hear with the Off Sailors songs. Or he pretty much sent me poems and we turned them into songs. And then, yeah, we put them all together. And yeah, I don't know. I've never been like a super good storyteller with my songs. I guess some of them are, but mainly I just sing about how I'm an idiot and depressed and
that's the
all that stuff.
Yeah, as per the fucking usual.
Yeah, his is unique because he's usually telling like the story of something that happened, usually about being a drunk and an idiot. But he does it differently, and so it was cool to do that. So I just like you don't want to just write the same album 100 times in a row. It works for Pennywise, but not everyone.
It works. Yeah, fucking Pennywise, man. Fuck, that's a fucking band that I skip. On the
Even Zoli-wise?
On the fucking Regulier, like, fuck, man. God damn it. You know what band has been popping up a lot lately on the old fucking playlist that I really enjoy? Fucking Negative Approach.
Oh, shit.
Some heavy fucking mean stuff. Also, pop punk, though. Have you ever heard of the Thorazines or the Methadones?
No, the Methadones. That's Danny Vapid. From Screeching Weasel fame and a billion other bands.
Fuck yeah.
Good.
Ozone, what's your favorite band?
Oh, I don't know. I switch this on the regular. Like, since I was a kid, Blink-182, but lately I've been really into Bayside.
Bayside?
Yep.
Fucking
like Zach Morris
around for you guys, eh?
Yeah, it depends on the day, man.
You like Rufio?
I used to like Rufio, like
Fuck,
whatever.
they go fucking fast, man.
Yeah. Perhaps, I suppose. Not their album name.
Oh, good one. Fucking
Don't be
good.
too long.
Ozone. That one went way over. I had to take a sec. Jesus.
I actually really like Scott Seller's solo stuff. He just did. He released an EP, I think, in the fall. It was called like Influences or something, and it was all his favorite, like covers of all his favorite pop punk songs growing up. And it was like, it basically sounds like Rufio covering like No Use and MXPX and Blink-182. And yeah, it's awesome. It's like if you ever want to hear what a Blink-182 song would sound like with a lot of like tapping and stuff, check it out. Sweet.
Fucking right.
and double time.
What's your influences?
Telling me?
Me?
I can't tell who you're looking at.
Ozone was still talking. Ozone was talking. So you know what? Fuck you, Ozone. Let's talk about Josh's influences first, then. Josh, what are your influences? What are your favorite bands? Not on your label, just your favorite bands, your biggest influences.
Well, I'd say like growing up, it was like the stereotypical Bad Religion, like loved Rancid, loved Lagwagon, stuff like that. Propagandy. I pronounce it all the Canadian ways, not propagandy or lagwagon. But
Lagwagon.
Yeah. Then I got huge into like kind of like the what do they call that? Like, have you ever been to Fest in Florida?
Fest in Florida.
Like they just call it Fest.
No,
It's
I
like
haven't. No, I haven't. There's a lot of shit that goes on in fucking Florida, man.
It's in Gainesville, and I've been twice, and it's fucking like. It's an awesome place for if you want to go just see wicked bands, but like that style, there's like the Flatliners, Menzingers, Copyrights. Who else plays shit like that all the time? I think Lawrence Arms have been there. Even had All there one time.
Did you see the lineup for Punk Rock Bowling this year?
I'm not even looking at lineups for festivals just because I'm like,
you don't even, yeah.
Believe it when I see it.
I kind of feel you. Did you see the fucking show that Madball put on?
I heard about it.
Oh, man, there's a lot of jokes fucking going. Okay, Hard Times released this fucking article. And it said, New York hardcore band plays benefit show for the audience of last benefit show.
It's amazing.
Hard Times
Was it?
has some prime writers. Yeah, go.
What I was just gonna say, were like the Cro-Mags or something there? I thought I saw.
I don't think Cro-Mags were there. It was Madball for sure. I don't know. I think Sick of It All maybe.
Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law. Oh man, okay. And the thing about Murphy's Law, I love Murphy's Law. One of my fucking favorite bands ever, right? But because like you got to look past the way some people act to enjoy their music, right? Separate the art from the artist.
Hey, I like Screeching Weasel, man.
I thought fucking Jimmy Gestapo was dead, man. I didn't even know he was still alive to fucking be in Murphy's Law to play a show. Like,
I don't know much about them.
Funny thing about fucking Cro-Mags, I might interview Paris Mayhew next month.
Nice.
Maybe. He's in Hawaii right now filming a show. He's a cameraman.
Oh, okay.
Like professional style. But now, who are your favorite bands around the scene that you play in, regardless, not just the ones like that you connected with and that you play with, like other outside bands?
Like in Alberta, you mean?
All over but ones that you play the same circuits with, right?
Well, I haven't been playing much lately.
I know, but okay, yeah, I guess that's kind of a loaded fucking question.
I think like we were lucky with Trash to get on Thousand Islands so early, and then they kind of exploded. So take a look at their roster. If you like I'm not even sure how we fit into it, but like the technical melodic skate punk, there's a lot of cool stuff going on in there. Like Down Memory Lane are pretty cool. What else is on there that we like? Old Davies bands, Family Meeting and Debt Cemetery, stuff like that. It's really cool. Out this way, and then Vancouver just blows my mind how many rad bands are out that way. Like friends in the core, they're freaking awesome. Who else is out there? I wish Ellesmere was still going.
Yeah,
They're like the
Gates
best.
out there. There's some dudes on Vancouver Island called Safe Decisions. I did a little mini tour with them around the island, and they were awesome dudes, awesome music, pretty new band, but super skate punky.
I like fast fucking punk, man. I just can't help it.
Yeah, that's.
I know.
Never die.
Every time we write a slow song, besides Poltergeist, but every time me and Ozone write a song together, we end up just jacking the BPM up by like, this is too slow. This is boring.
Fuck it, roll it. Let's go quick.
Like, hey, we're gonna do this. Stick to 180 BPM. Then the next thing you know,
let's crack that 3.5 minutes down to about 2:45. How about that?
The Trash song On the Mend started as like what 2:10 or something, like 2 minutes 10 seconds, and I think we got that down to about $1.45.
That's where real punk rock lives. It is fucking 2 minutes and under, my friend.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Fuck yeah, that's right. Because that's about how long it did. And if you notice on Tony Hawk Pro Skater, all the sessions are 2 minutes long. Automatically 2 minutes long. So, obviously that's for a reason. All right? Conspiracy Corner with Nate Trash. What's your favorite punk rock song of all time?
Oh shit, that's a freaking tough question.
Come on, buddy.
Actually,
on me.
I answered this one in another interview, and what I went with, and I don't know if I still feel this way, but it's definitely got to be a top 5, is Trusty Chords by Hot Water Music. I just can never get sick of that song. I just think it's a really wickedly written song, and I get my buddy Gabe always says when he really likes a song, he says the fur, because it's fur stands up on his arm, so I get it every time I hear that song. So
there you go. Fucking right. Such a good tune, man. Fucking A.
I love it.
Also,
I love Hot Water Music. Actually, I love 30% of all the records. Like I love, and then I kind of like whatever.
30% each. 30% off of each.
Yeah,
record?
like there'll be like 3 or 4 songs on each album that's like this is the fucking best song, and then it's like skip. That's just me.
Mr. Ozone. Same question, my friend.
Smelly Business by Trash Hands.
Yeah. Probably Apple Shampoo by Blink-182. Go back to my 16-year-old self. Still non-skipper for me.
To think how long ago they were releasing music, like when we're fucking not kids anymore. And could you imagine, like, look at fucking Tom DeLonge, man.
Yeah.
He looks like he sells fucking vacuums door to door.
Still searching for aliens.
But now he sells spaceship books door to door.
Apparently he's in there with like the Pentagon or something, isn't he? Like he's like deep within Area 51.
I did some digging, and yeah. Mr. Tom DeLonge, he was even hitting up Elon Musk on Twitter, because Elon Musk was like, I've not seen any evidence other than just grainy, shitty photos of aliens. And Tom DeLonge is like, hey, Mr. Musk, why don't you come hang out with me and my fucking crew for a bit? I got some stuff I can show you. I don't know how that fucking little trade went, but I hope Tom DeLonge didn't show him his personal spaceship, and it was just some weird way to send Elon Musk unsolicited dick pics. Hey, Elon, check this black hole out.
Lord.
Sound off in the comments if you guys would like Elon Musk to send you butthole pics.
Is Elon sending them or is Tom sending them? I'm confused.
Tom DeLonge, if you want either of those guys to send you butthole pics, if you would like unsolicited celebrity butthole pics, sound off in the comments, you guys.
Or if you want some from High End Denim.
Oh,
Ozone's available.
Ozone's got some fucking. Okay, now you wouldn't be able to tell by his face, but it is fucking smooth as polished aircraft grade aluminum down there.
I don't
And
bike
bleach.
10 hours a week for nothing.
Like it's like a fucking buffed mirror finish.
It's ammo free.
Not saying that I've gotten butthole pics. I'm just
His wife does her makeup to the reflection of his ass.
Mrs. Ozone.
Ozone.
Oh. Okay, now
We're not allowed to talk about people's wives. That's when you get in trouble.
Okay, fair enough. Let's go the other direction then. What punk rock song / band? Josh, we'll start with you. Do you fucking despise the most? Do you think needs to fucking hang up the art form?
What punk rock song? Oh shit.
Or a band altogether?
Like you remember when I said I like 30% of Hot Water music?
So you're just gonna say the other 70%?
No.
Hot Water?
I like about 2% of any ska bands. Fucking so.
Oh.
I like one, like, it's like, okay, Superman by Goldfinger's okay, I guess. And then it's like Less Than Jake has one song, but the rest of it, like,
boring.
I could do without it.
Yeah, you're just not a ska. I love a lot of fucking ska, man. I found this band called Goodbye Sweetheart or Okay Sweetheart, and they got like fucking hardcore fucking guttural breakdowns with fucking trombone sections and shit.
Yeah, I like Mad Caddies, like when they did their punk albums.
Mad Caddies was a cut above though. They were like fourth wave ska with like Streetlight Manifesto. They were doing fucking shit that bands haven't done since. Like they were fucking tech. They were tech ska.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I want to plug my other show, but when I interviewed Chuck, like the singer, he said they just had a dude in the band who was like a huge into that kind of punk. So he was writing all those songs. Then once that guy left, they kind of went back. Now they're like pretty much a reggae band. If you listen to them now, just like smoke a joint and
dub style stuff.
Yeah. So I guess I shouldn't say all ska, but I don't like Less Than Jake. There, I said
it. I like old Less Than Jake, man. Like their fucking what was that album? Anthem. I think the one with the firecrackers on the front of it.
So, I think that's Anthem, yeah.
That motherfucker was a groundbreaking album for me in this little fucking twisted brain of mine. That one, I listened to that one fucking over and
over. Way to go, fucking Less Than Jake. Look what you did.
And you can't no takesies, backsies. Ozone, same question for you, man. What do you fucking hate in punk rock? What band? What music? What song? Let me know.
I don't know. I really
It's
didn't
hard on
like
the
the
spot.
new. What?
Hard on the spot, isn't it?
Yeah, I got like 2 minutes to think about it when he asked you, but I don't know. I really didn't like the new NoFX album. I thought it was pretty.
I don't like a lot of the new NoFX albums.
Yeah, I mean, I liked self entitled, and I don't really think I liked anything since that. It sounds like Mike's trying too hard to write a good song instead of just writing a good song. But I don't want them to hang it up necessarily because I'll still listen to every album they put out. So,
But it feels like they're making music to just fulfill contractual obligations and because it's their job, right?
yeah, I mean, whatever album they put out, he's going to make however much he makes off it. So,
My,
but I mean,
my problem with that one is that, I mean, I guess it's because of COVID, but like pretty much that entire album was already released. So there was like 3 new songs for me. So I'm like, it didn't feel like a new album. You know what I mean? Like it was like, oh, here's 3 songs and 9 other songs that they already released on YouTube.
and that's true. I guess when I think about the singles, I didn't mind them, but just the album as a whole, it just lost me. I mean, and all those songs, there's like a couple 5-minuters, right? If they don't hit the 2-minute threshold.
I like the Doors on Fours or whatever. That was a cool song.
But I don't know. That'd be the closest I could think. I don't know. I mean, no one else.
NoFX has been boring to me for a long time.
Nah.
They've been boring to me but they're old shit. Like I watched after it was already filmed and on YouTube for free. I watched Weekend at Fatty's,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and that reignited my love for fucking Fishbone. Like watching their live set was, fuck, they can throw down.
Yeah. Well, even Punk and Drublick, what was that, 2019, right? Like I went to the Punk and Drublick in Edmonton. It was amazing, right? Like I'll go see NoFX anytime they ever come. Like
I've seen NoFX
even if they're too wasted to play songs or not, right? But just don't play anything off the last 3 albums.
boring.
Yeah.
Just play the Decline every time.
Yeah.
I've seen them play that freaking like 3 times.
Right? Pretty fucking sick shit, man.
It is an incredible song.
So let's pull off of bands and music altogether. There's been lots of movies fucking coming out. I've been seeing lots of polarizing fucking opinions on particularly this Mortal Kombat movie. Have you guys fucking seen that new Mortal Kombat yet?
It's on my list. I want to check it out, but I haven't seen it yet.
Either of you guys big fucking movie guys?
I enjoy movies. I just, as I've said earlier in this interview, I got a lot going on, so I feel guilty when I sit down and like just watch a movie.
You don't have time.
Well, I
I
should
got
be
shit
creating-
to do.
Like I should be harassing blogs to play our album.
Okay.
But I do want to see that one. I love, like, I grew up on Mortal Kombat. The first movie is a classic. The second one's so bad it's fucking amazing. The Annihilation one. But yeah, I do want to check this one out. I just haven't yet.
Have you seen it yet, Ozone?
No, I haven't.
What was the last movie you watched?
Oh.
Oh, okay. What do you do in your spare time?
I got 2 young kids, so probably the last movie I watched was Cars 3.
Sweet.
There's a third one of those?
Yeah.
The last one I watched was Jojo Rabbit. That was a fucking awesome movie.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it was Cars 2.
Taika Waititi's Hitler. Fucking Jojo Rabbit was a great movie.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. Someone was like, yeah, it's kind of like a Holocaust movie, but it's humorous. I'm just like, okay, I got to see what this is all about. And
Taika Waititi,
I don't know if I'd say Holocaust, but yeah, definitely Nazi Germany.
Taika Waititi played a pretty cool Hitler. I don't want to say the words "pretty cool Hitler" all in one sentence, but
I know what you mean. Yeah,
but it wasn't too fucking bad. It really wasn't too bad.
yeah, it's just like unique film, right? In a land of the time of reboots and fucking the same shit over and over again, to see something that's like completely out there and unique was refreshing. So I dug it.
Okay, well, since you guys aren't big movie guys, let's fucking spin this around back to what the podcast is about, and that's High-End Denim Records. What's going on? What are you guys actively embroiled in at this moment with High-End Denim Records?
So I think, was it yesterday? We sent in the next Poltergeist single. So that song is called Hometown Hostage.
Is that what you sent me in the emails?
You would have got Glory Days as the very first single. We can send you this one. Like, we just got it. Like, we got mastered.
Send me whatever you want to send me. You abuse that fucking email address at will, my friend.
Black holes.
Yeah, black holes, dirt
I
stars.
swear it's a space picture. Hey, it's Elon Musk. Like, it's Tom DeLonge, man. You can't fucking... Would Tom DeLonge lie to you? Like, oh God, it is a butthole.
Buttholes aside, yeah, that's that. I mean, we're working on. You mentioned his other band, Current State. He's got a couple songs close to being ready. It's just, yeah, it's tricky because he can't come over to finish them right now. So we're trying to do it all remotely, and we don't want to put shit out just to put it out. We want to
Have a little
at
bit
least
of a
be
promotion
yeah,
campaign to go with it, right?
Yeah, so that's coming down the pipe, and then I got a couple more off-sailor songs that we were able to get the vocals done. So I just gotta polish up those turds, and we'll release those on the world. Like we originally with that album, we planned to drop it in January, like in its entirety. Like we're not done it, but we're gonna get it done. This will be the motivation. Sure enough, like a week after we announced it, fucking COVID restrictions hit, and so it's kind of been screwed. So. But it's not like everyone was waiting. Like there's a huge uproar because we didn't drop it on time. So we've just been dropping singles as we finish them, and then eventually there's gonna be a 10-song album.
I was actually last night I was looking for best photo editing. I put up a post for the photo editing apps that everybody uses or the programs, because I got to start kind of doing the same thing for the podcast. You know, making up posters so I can promote every podcast like it's its own little fucking event, right? Promotion is not a fun game. Performance is the fun game.
Well, that's why there's marketing teams behind all the biggest names, right?
I don't want to.
They don't want to do that
my
shit.
Money.
I know.
I'll just use my brain to learn it myself.
That's why, we're doing it all ourselves. Throughout the years, though, we've definitely, like, we got a huge list of contacts across the entire world, right? So doing okay. A lot of them aren't, as you know, whether it's venues, publications, bands. A lot of them have, bands break up, people get sick of shit, move on. So it was unique for us to interesting for us to get back into it and see like who's still doing this shit. Because sent a few messages to people that we, were go-tos years ago, and it's just. They're like, oh no, I'm a Jehovah's Witness minister now. I'm not really doing the punk thing anymore. Not actually, but like sometimes they're just.
Did that actually happen?
Well, might have.
Fuck.
The guy who put out our Chim Change album, he's like, I don't know what he's doing. He's in like South Africa now. He used to run DyingScene.com, their record label.
Holy shit! I remember Dying Scene. Maybe the scene died.
Finally.
Maybe it finally died.
Somebody put it out of its misery. That's it.
So, Ozone, the Current State. What's going on with the Current State?
Oh, not much. Sometimes I get creative, and then songs aren't good enough to give to like a Trashed or a Burning Nickels or anything else. So
not true.
They're different style.
So, keep going.
Yeah, no, it's just, the first couple songs were songs I wrote when I was 15 years old and with my buddy, and then when Jawsh had a studio free, I'm like, oh, sweet. let's record these and throw it out on the label and see. So, and then the new ones are just, I have a buddy that always pesters me to put out some songs. So, try that too.
What's the subject matter behind the Current State? That's a pretty interesting name. Yeah,
everything. So my buddy actually writes most of the lyrics, and same thing. He writes them as kind of poems, and then just sends them to me, and I throw them in. So I'd have to ask him. I don't know.
Fast music, slow music?
More fast. A lot more poppy than anything else on the label, probably, right? A little more.
Is it like easy core?
It's not easy core, but there's no breakdown.
Easy core.
It's easy listening core.
Oh,
Ozone core.
Most of the songs are written on acoustic and then just punk them up after. So
I like that terminology. Punk them right up, buddy.
punk them right up.
Punk them right the
Well,
fuck
punk them up might not be the right word, but speed them up for sure.
Speed.
Should we announce the other project that's in our
Motorhead.
inbox now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Drop it.
So you mentioned Mortal Kombat before.
Yes.
Me and him were in a. I mentioned earlier in this podcast we were in a band called Chimp Change. Chimp Change, as you were.
Shimshonjay.
And the very first EP we did, actually, we used the Mortal Kombat Annihilation sound clip, and we ended up recording another album with Casey there at Echo Base in Calgary.
Casey.
A couple of weeks after we finished it, this fucking guy moved to Dubai, so the band kind of imploded. We didn't do anything aside from putting it out on Dying Scene Records. So you want to announce it there, Ozone?
So we're gonna make actually some physical tapes of it now. So it's never been put out on anything. We had all the artwork since 2012, everything ready to go. And then since no one really buys CDs anymore, we're like, hey, you know what? Why don't we put this out in tape?
They buy the physical media for the novelty now. Like I've started collecting vinyl. I got tapes. I got a tape from Bad Action Hero. They sent me out a little package.
Well, we'd love to do vinyl. It's just not in the cards. You should say we're doing this in partnership. So we like we said, we love collabing. So we touch base with some people over in Barrie, Ontario, called Tarantula Tapes, and we're just doing a run of 50. There's gonna be 25 for us, 25 for them.
Cool.
Once they're gone, maybe we'll consider doing more. But we've never put this album out on any sort of physical medium. So we're just like, let's do it. And they're like, well, and that's not a band anymore. Are you sure? We're like, we're doing it. So,
Yeah, fucking A, man. Might as well. Cash it the fuck in while you still can, right?
yeah. Well, I mean,
Gotta do something.
we're catching it again, but that band, for whatever reason, resonated with a lot of people in Red Deer, at least. And then, we did pretty good with, that was back in the golden age of MP3s.
I remember hearing about Chimp Change back in the day.
Oh,
I was
really?
surprised.
Sweet.
I was surprised when it popped up on my fucking news feed again. I was like, isn't this some of the guys from fucking Trashed Ambulance?
Well, what happens is there's a person, I think when we started the band, we just made, before there was pages, we just made a person named Chimp Change.
Yes, that's what it was.
So that account's just been sitting there, and I fucking hate Facebook. I don't want one for myself. And then I think it was even Ozone's like, why don't you just use the Chimp Change account? It's, it's full of fucking people in the music scene, so maybe they'll actually care about what you share rather than people from high school or
little bit of audience targeting, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure I'm muted by 90% of the people on there, but
Meh.
that's all that matters.
Well,
If they don't care and you're muted, then no loss to you anyways.
I fucking care. I love it. You guys are the shit.
Yeah, we're not about grand gestures or whatever. So we just got to prove the artwork. We're gonna get them printed and then what is that song called? July 12th, which we just released acoustically on High End Denim Records. That was a song on this album, so we're figuring we're gonna release it on July 12th, just because why the fuck not?
Because it works, right?
And it gave us a lot of time because you never know, there could be hiccups. I don't like announcing shit and then like the off sailors and you don't actually get it out in time. So give ourselves lots of time, but I mean, I'm sure we'll do the pre-sales or whatever and kind of get a feel for it if anybody gives a shit about this tape. I mean, we're gonna have 25 to get rid of. If we can't get rid of that, then
Fair enough, right? I'll help
we
promote
failed
it.
miserably. Yeah, so we're pretty excited about that. So
Fucking
that's
nice.
happening. So
Well, now we've reached the part of the podcast where you guys get the chance to drop any shout-outs, any names, anything that you might want to bring up that I fucking glossed over because my brain just kind of goes all over the place and to Tom DeLonge's butthole.
Lots of
don't
faces
blame me.
going.
So yeah, is there any shout-outs you guys got? Is there anything that you want to mention, the future plans, the fucking shit for these guys to look out for? The floor is yours.
I could go first. Yeah, just if you're not following our shit on social media, it's usually just at High End Denim Records. If you're a Twitter person, it's HED Records, Head Records. few of the bands have Facebook and Instagram, like Burning Nichols and Poltergeist have Facebook and Instagram. Although for some reason Poltergeist is blocked from posting on Facebook and it won't let us. So I don't know what the hell's up with that. But yeah, and then yeah, we got lots of cool stuff happening. We're pretty stoked on it. We're gonna just keep pumping out the tunes. So yeah, I guess if you are a band and you don't expect any like financial reparations, we could definitely help you get your music out. I think we're growing.
Fucking rights, man.
I don't know. I think we're on the right path.
Just all you got to do is just keep on the fucking path. Ozone, what about you, buddy?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, Josh and I both do. We take turns every Sunday. We update the High End Denim Records playlist on Spotify. So if you're a band, you want a playlist, always send us your music, even if you don't want to be on a label. We'll at least listen to it, throw it on a playlist, and if you're ever coming to Red Deer, once shows open up, hit us up too.
Yeah, and send me shit too, because like I said, I write for Punk and Normal Activity still. I got Brutal Reality Digest. We have an online blog. We do articles. We're always looking for people doing cool shit in Alberta or anywhere, but especially Alberta. And then, like I said, this Pop Can, it's called That Canadian Punk is what the show's going to be called. It's on Pop Can Radio. So Canadian punk bands, send me a shit and let's get you heard. Happy to help.
Sweet. Very fucking sweet. Well, you guys, this has been fantastic. Everybody who's watched the stream, I would like to say shout out to Getting Late with Nate Reno. I'd like to send a shout out to Calgary Beer Course. Citizen Rage has a Positivity Through Community campaign going on right now where they're donating portions from all their pre-sales to 3 organizations: Inclusive Canada, Calgary Mental Health Association, and Bear Clan Patrol Calgary. So if you want to get in on that, search up Citizen Rage, and all the details are on the page. So yeah, shout out to the Blues Can. Make sure you go hit up a patio, order some fucking food from some of these local small restaurants, keep them afloat. Don't be a fucking asshole. Go treat a stranger nice, and take her easy, guys. Cheers.